Okay, so here you guys are doing the 3.7 engage day one. I want you to complete the method of sealed bids for each of the given bids. Remember in the sealed bids that nobody knows, and we've done this back in, that's our 3.6 steps. So for the completion of the sealed bids method, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to copy my table, bring it down here, hand it out. I don't know why I have an extra row. Here's what I'll do. I'll delete this one. I'll create my own. Looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4. I can always add in more if I need to. Now I will copy and paste. And I will cut these names and put them in their correct places. Stop being weird. There. Nice, neat, a little bit better to look at. Let's shorten all this up. Don't know why it's all the way out there, like being super weird. Okay, so remember when you do this, the first thing that you're going to find is the fair division or fair dollar share. You can actually find the total if you need to by adding all of them up, 800 plus 120 plus 400, and then dividing by the total number, which is 3. Always go to Desmos if you need to for that, desmos.com. And we'll go to our scientific calculator. I like that one for this, real easy. 800 plus 120 plus, actually, why not this? Why don't I just do this? Copy, paste. Now, make sure you put parentheses around it. So 440 would be the total, actually the fair dollar share for Jarrett. For Eva Jane, 1200 plus 80 plus 600, and then divided by actually 4 because it's 4 people. So I messed up here on that last one. So 330 there for that one. And then if I was to take this, copy and paste into the next thing, put a parenthesis there, that gives me 470. And that's going to be Eva Jane's fair dollar share. I'll just do Lindsay's real quick. So 1400. You could do plus 0. You don't need to. Plus 500 divided by 4. 475. And then for Jill, 1500 plus 4 plus 300. All divided by 4. So 451 for Jill. Next thing that you'll do is you will do the item distribution. And so who gets what? Well, it looks like Jarrett is going to win the violin. And that's all. Looks like Eva Jane is going to win the painting. And that's all. Lindsay wins nothing. And Jill wins the house. So after we do that, we do the pay and the get. And remember, pay versus get is the fair dollar share minus the item value that they get. So for Jarrett, it would be 330 minus the 120, which to him is 110. That's a positive number, so that's a get. For Eva Jane, she got the painting. The painting she did was 600, so 470 minus 600, that's a negative, and that's a negative 130, so that's a pay. Lindsay is going to get 475 minus 0 because she got nothing. That's a positive 475, which is a get. And then Jill, for Jill, got the house, which was 1,500. So her fair dollar share, 451 minus 1,500. That's a negative. That's a pretty big negative. What, 1,099? Oh, no, not quite. 1,049. And that's a pay. Let me make sure I did that mental math because I feel like I'm having a brain fart right now. And it's always best to check when you have a brain fart. So, yeah, 1,049. And that's pay. So after the pay get, then you do the surplus. Remember, for surplus, it is going to be pay minus get, which here there is a pay of 1,049 plus parentheses plus the pay of 130 minus the get, which is 110 plus 475. So there is going to be a surplus here. I'm going to copy it so I don't have to type it out twice and get 495. 594. Did I just have some dyslexia? Yes. And then the surplus distributed, you divide by 4. That way you know what each person gets, which is $148.50. At that point, you have one last thing to do, and that's the final settlement. And that's when you write down what each person got. So for whoever was first, Jarrett got the violin, got 110 plus 148.50. And you could find out what both of those end up becoming. Eva Jane got the painting, paid 130, got 148.50. I don't remember who the next person was, but they got nothing. Then got 475, then got 148.50. That's afterwards. You could add those two together if you needed. Last person got the house, paid 1,049, and then got 148.50. So that's the answers. There's your table to do it. I've posted my answer. You have to post yours to see. Go ahead and like somebody else's and see what they